Hi, welcome. It's dark fantasy writer Jay Raven here, coming to you with my weekly author chat. Now, before we get on to the main business of today, which is all about ghosts and spooky things, so stay tuned. I'll just give you a quick update on my attempt to try and write a novel in 40 days. How is the progress going? It's not going at all. And life has once again intervened for a second week running. So I think it might be that I may have to change things to saying writing a novel in 400 days. But I shall keep persevering and see what I can get written by Christmas Eve. Now, I've already said the magic C word there. December is almost upon us, and I always think about ghosts and Christmas ghost stories at this sort of time of year. And I'm fascinated by the subject. But despite the fact that I've always lived in old, creepy houses, the sort of places with doors that go, and you've got staircases where there's, bump, 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 during the night as the steps settle. I've never actually had what you might call a supernatural experience. I know lots of people who have. I had a friend who rented an old cottage, was living in an old cottage with stone, flagstone floor in the kitchen. And one night he was woken up because a metal coat hanger had fallen down onto the floor and was, through its own ways of moving, was going on the kitchen floor, and scared him completely out of his wits. Also, my sister stayed at a very old hotel and was woken up in the middle of the night to find various figures standing at the bottom of the bed staring at her. That's one for TripAdvisor. But I myself haven't had any supernatural experiences. Been on lots of ghost walks, been on ghost hunts, all sorts of stuff, but never actually seen anything myself. So it really piqued my interest when I was talking to a friend, L.B. Stimson, also known to our friends as Shannon, who is a fellow horror writer. She does gothic horror with a sort of modern twist. It involves lots of ghosts and spooks and things. I was sort of asking her where she got her inspiration from, and she said basically from real life, because she is a sensitive. She can see and hear ghosts, and in fact told me that she had worked for an entire year in a haunted house, the Philip Williams house in Winchester in Virginia. I was fascinated to hear about this, so I said, tell me all about it. And turns out that she had a very scary and remarkable year in working in this house, and not only saw ghosts and heard ghosts, but had physical contact with them on some very hair-raising and dangerous occasions. So I said, you've got to write me a first-hand account of this, and she has. And trust me, it's wonderful. It will make you go ooh when you read it. She also has given me a sequence of photographs which are best probably described as inexplicable. They seem to show a shadow figure, a shadow shape suddenly appearing out of nowhere. So that's great fun as well. But the thing that really has me excited is that she sent me a set of what you call EVPs. That's electronic voice phenomena. That's when you're in a place and your physical ears don't hear anything being said. But if you use a digital tape recorder and then play it back, you can hear voices that you weren't aware were there, saying phrases and interrupting. And I've heard these EVPs, and they really will send a shiver down your spine. Now, I'm thrilled to say I'm able to share it all with you. You'll be able to read all about Shannon's experiences, and you'll be able to see the photographs and see what you make of it. But most excitingly, you will be able to hear these EVPs for yourself, and you'll be able to decide, excuse me, are these the voices of the dead? Now, how do you get access to all of this stuff? Well, it's exclusively available on my next newsletter, and that's the only way that you can access the material. The newsletter will be coming out Tuesday of next week, so I thought I'd plug it now before my next Wednesday's author chat. And all you have to do is sign up, and it costs nothing. You can unsubscribe later on if you like, but you'll be able to access all the material and hear all the EVPs and things for yourself. And also, because it's Christmas and because I'm in a generous mood for once, a Scotsman in a generous mood, who'd have thought it? I'm putting in the newsletter a secret Santa gift for you. It's a thank you for everyone who's been a loyal subscriber, and all the people who signed up, the new subscribers. And it's a little collection of dark fantasy short stories, not available anywhere else. It's not available on Amazon. It's totally exclusive to the newsletter. So I hope that you'll sign up to get that, and hope that you'll enjoy that. Haven't got much else to say this week, keeping it nice and short, but just two things. One, if you enjoy these weekly author chats, then please put comments underneath. It encourages my chums at Facebook to give me wider exposure and for other people to get to see them. Likewise, if you want to share these on your page or any other group pages, please, I'd be thrilled if you wanted to. Now, only remains for me to say thank you for tuning in. And as I always say, I'll see you next week, same time, same day, same channel. Cheers for now.